It's Erin and Lauren, and we are back here making a podcast for the service industry. Everybody, anyone in the industry like us, doing what they do.
Yep, we're here in Milwaukee, Oregon, and we're just here to talk about anything, all the things service industry, whether you've worked in a bar, restaurant, kitchen, casino. We're just here to talk about some fun stuff.
Yeah, good, bad, and ugly. Just all around service. Last week we talked about ourselves a little bit and kind of how we got into this lifestyle, how we got into this career. And this week we're going to talk about how we address this career, how we move and how we work inside of this career a little bit. Lauren, how was your work week?
Oh,
how you feeling?
It was okay. I did break a bottle of tequila.
Fucking
that
happens.
Was a true story.
Happens.
Yep. And unboxing the liquor order and just crash behind the bar, middle of the day.
You're like,
yeah,
that wasn't totally not me.
Yeah,
somebody else.
Other than that, things were good. How about you?
I definitely had a few crashes here and there. I think I probably broke about 3 or 4 glasses in 2 shifts. Also, what is it about customers and wanting to pick up broken glass? It's like as soon as the glass breaks, they're like, oh, and you're like, no, don't fucking touch that.
Do it. Yeah, no.
They're like, why can't I do it? And I'm like, because as soon as you drink alcohol, you turn into a baby. You are now a 2-year-old and you're going to cut yourself. Don't put it fucking down.
Then they're going to be bleeding all over the place. It's so gross.
So gross. And
yeah, I've seen it happen.
Who knows what anybody's got going on in their body? I don't want it. I want your body to stay inside your body. So don't touch the broken glass.
Yep.
It's like anytime I'm like, please. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do your feet hurt right now?
They're always pretty bad. I don't know. I mean, I feel like you get used to it.
Yeah.
You stop doing this for a while, and then it takes about 3 weeks to get used to it again. And I haven't been doing it as much. I've been kind of doing more administrative stuff, but I have been working some shifts, and so it's been.
You're like,
yeah.
What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Well, we are starting this episode off right with a couple of brewskis. I decided to go with a hazy this time around because I am just a hazy IPA girly. What did you grab?
I grabbed the Van Henyen Kolsch.
Ooh, Kolsch's are like... I don't know what it is. I think it's just the fact that I don't like drinking Cheerios.
Oh, yeah, you told me that you think it tastes like, and now that you say it.
Right? You're tasting Cheerios now, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're like,
I am.
Okay. I'm making you think a little bit.
It also kind of tastes like cardboard now. You say that too.
Wet, soggy cardboard.
Yeah.
Whatever. If you like drinking them, you like drinking them. They're not for me.
Yeah.
I'll stick with my fruity hazies. This is a Fort George, yeah? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fort George Field of Greens. Super tasty.
Yeah. It's a good seasonal one.
Well, this episode, we are going to be talking about nightmare scenarios. All of the things that could just pile on top of each other to create the perfect storm for any bartender. This one got me because I feel like I definitely have had this happen to me before. But we're going to start off pretty strong. So, for your first scenario, it's a holiday weekend. You're already just super busy. It's starting to snow. You're understaffed. And your tickets are coming in every 5 seconds. People are still coming through the door. It's kind of like the turnaround is pretty decent. But every single order that comes through is a frozen or blended drink.
Oh my God. What are these people thinking? It's cold outside.
I know. Also, the power goes out. So you are now down to handwritten tickets and cash only.
Oh no. Power goes out, like I'm closing. That's happened to me a few times. Yeah, and to be honest, like I actually don't mind. Like I don't, if I can close up and get out of there before it turns back on.
I mean, everybody secretly hopes and prays for those kinds of
Yeah.
scenarios where they're just like, oh, yeah. Bye.
Yeah,
See you
absolutely.
later. Like,
Yeah.
everybody get gone.
Yep.
I have never been lucky enough. Like, every time the power goes out, it's like,
It comes right back on.
except for that one time. And then I had to come down here and like hang out for a little bit because I was like, my power went out. Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
We literally can't do anything. So, man, it's just wild. I wish I had the management team or the upper management ownership that would be like, yeah, close your doors.
Yep.
They will never.
No.
Other than closing, if that wasn't an option, what would you do? How would you move forward in that type of scenario? Would you bang out all the drinks and then try to like find everybody? Would you individually bang out some drinks?
Well, first of all, I would, I wouldn't say I've been in this exact scenario, but first of all, somebody needs to salt the sidewalk.
Dude, for
So,
real.
you know what? I'm probably going to ask Gary if he wants a free Coors Light to go salt the sidewalk.
Gary, salt my sidewalk.
Yeah, I can't have people slipping, and then I need people to because here's the thing, people actually do want to help each other in these situations,
yeah.
and they want it to be
yeah.
fun, and they're having fun. It's like, oh, lights are out, You just kind of start delegating tasks, and you'd be surprised at who is participating. Pretty much everybody.
Oh yeah, dude. They're
They
excited.
all want to help. Like, oh, we can get our flashlights out. Like, whatever you need me to do.
So cute. I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Scenario 2. You're chilling. You're at, let's say, something like the Ram. Not necessarily super fine dining, but not necessarily dive. Kind of just something in the middle, but a little upper scale, right? Bus of 30 people roll in, and you're by yourself. I mean, you probably have a bar back. You might have somebody else helping you, but it is a wedding. And everybody that has come from this bus of 30, all separate tabs. And in this group of 30, you've got one girl. She's not the bride, thank God, but she is the maid of honor. She's the surprise me girl. Oh, just surprise me. You just surprise me. So you surprise her and you make her Tom Collins, and she comes back not even 2 seconds later telling you she hates gin. What do you do? What do you do?
And I've already had a day like that. Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? Probably just tell her she has to fucking wait.
Bye, bitch.
Yeah. Sorry, you're just gonna have to wait. Like, I'm way too busy to deal with this right now. But then, yeah, well, there's always gonna be, yeah. Simple as that.
Just fucking.
You're just done. Everybody else.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think it depends on what kind of night I've already had. If I was, man, if it was a busy Thursday or a Friday night, I think that might be enough for me to like switch. I'm no longer fun bartender.
Yeah.
I'm in autopilot and go strictly business. And it's not business in your favor. It's business in my favor. Because if I don't think I'm gonna mentally handle or prepare for what's going on or coming in, I'm like,
Yeah, no, that's really tough. And there's a surprising amount of people that like think that it's perfectly acceptable to do that. That they don't need to do a
so
reservation.
many people nowadays. Like, there's a handful of people that still call in and like, oh, just a heads up, I'm gonna bring, 12 or 15 people into your establishment. But they're more often than not, it's just a group of fucking 20, 25
Yeah,
rolling in balls deep, and you're like, whoa,
yeah,
where did you even come from? They all want tequila shots, and you're like, I literally should have ordered tequila yesterday then, because what the fuck?
yeah.
Apparently, we ran out of tequila last Saturday. And I was like, well, how do you run out of tequila? Dude, how many people were drinking tequila last weekend? Oh, Cinco de Mayo. Duh. Fucking silly me. Silly fucking me. What's the worst surprise me drink that you've ever served out of spite? Have you ever like messed somebody up real good? Like,
Yeah, kind of like intentionally or
yeah.
whatever. Oh God, let's see. Surprise me drink that I try to bomb on purpose. I definitely gave somebody that was not expecting like a Fernet and Coke, a Fernet and Coke.
Ugh.
That's something that people have actually ordered. Does not sound good. And some young 20-something-year-old asked me to surprise him, and I was like, okay, well, here you go.
I'm like trying to like, dude, that should be one of our drinks sometime. A Fernet and Coke. What?
Oh, better yet, better yet. I don't know what people do over here for their 21st birthday, but in Montana, they would do this thing called the Three Wise Men, which was Jack, Jim, and Jose, and it was all back to back to
I've
back.
heard that.
So disgusting.
The Three Wise Men, or is it the Four Horsemen? I think the
What's the fourth one?
I think the Four Horsemen is Jaeger.
Oh,
Jack, Jim,
Jose.
Jose, and Jaeger. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong. You guys can tell us totally if
yeah.
we're right or wrong about some things too, because
That should
just
that should be illegal.
that there should be absolute laws against that. That's
Yeah, 86.
86 behavior, dude. I can't even fucking. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Scene number 3. You're closing. It's probably been kind of a slower-ish night. Nothing in particular going on. You're ready to go. It hasn't been, super busy. It hasn't been super dead. So you're kind of just, you're excited. You're heading home. But for whatever reason, you turning off all the TVs, you turning the lights down, or even the lights up, better yet, you're putting all the chairs on top of the tables, but this guy will not fucking leave. He gets up and goes to the bathroom, and he's kind of lingering over there for about 10 minutes. You kind of give him another little hint, like, hey man, I'm counting my money. You gotta go. He's just lurking. He will not take the fucking hint, and he will not leave. What is your most polite manner of getting the man to leave?
Well, first of all, it depends on am I by myself? Is there anybody else in there?
Yeah.
Because there's sometimes they just don't get it, and they're not going to hear it from you.
No.
So there's been another time I've utilized customers to help me to be like, you know what, like this guy needs to go, and can you tell him?
Yeah.
So I've actually done that, or I just tell them like, you know what, you got to go.
Good for you.
And they don't like it, but
Dude, I always have the lingering gamblers that you're like, hey man, you got this last bonus. It's 10 minutes before my doors are closing. Like, I would have liked to have counted my lottery already. You know, for those of you who have a separate lottery.
There's been times where I've had to actually go and cash people's tickets out for them. I'm like trying to kick them out.
Oh
They're
my
not leaving, like, or they don't have ID,
Oh,
you know? And so it's weird, but like I have to get up in there and have to like hit cash out, and it usually turns into this big old thing. And
dude, yeah.
but that's kind of hard because like it's not like a drink where you have to card somebody first. Somebody can just
Right.
walk in.
Right.
And, if you're in the weeds, you may not notice it immediately.
That is true.
You
That
know?
is absolutely true. There's so many people that have just like snuck by me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Where the fuck did you come from?
Yeah.
Where were you? Because 2.5 seconds ago, I was looking in here and you weren't here.
Yeah.
Some random like gremlin that's like half.
Oh, yeah. I've seen some real doozies.
Dude, I'm just like, how? I don't know. I feel like they hide in like the
They're like termites.
Complete-
They come
yeah.
out of the woodwork.
completely just lost my thought there, but I feel like people hide in rafters. I feel like they hide underneath of chairs and tables.
No, that's actually happened before. Well, so I wouldn't say they hid in a rafter, but this place that I worked at had somebody break in through, well, another one of the businesses within the strip mall. And they came and they climbed in to the office and they like moved the crappy like tiles out of the way and got down into the office.
What?
Yeah, super. No, actually, so what had happened was it happened because like the morning person would show up at around 5:30, and she was doing her thing, and some guy starts like coming through the ceiling, and she like calls. Yeah, she has to call the cops. It was super crazy.
What?
Yeah, could you imagine just like you're in the
Fuck
office counting
all
money,
the
like
way
minding
off.
your business?
First of all, immediately shit myself.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah,
Just coming down from the.
espionage style.
You're like, cool. Am I dying? Is this a spy or
Yeah.
is this the end? Like, oh my God. What? No. No. Have you ever had to tell somebody like, get the fuck gone? Like they just weren't every single polite thing that you were trying to tell them.
Yeah, that has happened before, and yeah, there's been times where I have had to like, I have to threaten to call the cops.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just don't want to leave. Another situation that I had was so weird. So there was a jackpot that was over like $7,000 at this place that I worked at, and this couple came and they were bogarting the machine all weekend. They were taking shifts. He would call her while she was there and like coach her and tell her like how to play her hands.
What the
Yeah, it was
fuck?
weird. It was so weird. And
Was this at the casino?
yeah,
Okay.
and they wouldn't leave. And so we ended up having to kick them out because it was like 4 days of them completely bogarting the machine. Yeah, so it's like even though they spent, probably their life savings at this point, like how could you not after
Wow.
4 days of around the clock gambling? That's just crazy. By two
mean-
people. Like they would each like sleep and eat and then come back and like just hang out and wait.
That is wild.
See if they would win the
That is
jackpot, yeah.
true degen behavior.
Yeah.
Holy balls. What?
Yeah. Seen that happen. Definitely seen people, they don't want to get up from the machine. They pee their pants.
No. No fucking way.
Yeah.
You've seen that? You've seen that happen?
Yeah. It's always the ones that drink White Zin.
Like the little old ladies?
Of course.
Little old ladies just sitting there peeing their pants. Dude, why wouldn't they just get a diaper at that point? If they already know that they're going to be doing that, like, oh
Yeah, I don't know.
my good God.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Moving on. Okay. This one's one of my favorites because it happens way too often. It's a random Monday. It's full moon. So you already know what's
It's true.
coming.
You know what? It is absolutely true in the service industry. Like a full moon 100% affects how the clientele act.
Oh my God. It is.
And the things that happen on a full moon or near a full moon. It is like clockwork. It will happen.
There is no doubt about it. It is a literal
Phenomena. Yeah.
It is. It is literally what is going to happen as soon as the moon is a full perfect circle. People be fucking crazy. They're just out of their fucking mind. Anyway, every single weirdo that could possibly ever be, and we're gonna station this scenario directly in Milwaukee, because I need to throw it home how fucking weird that this could possibly get. We're in Milwaukee, full moon. There's a guy selling crystals over in the corner to other customers. Crystals, you never know if it's actual crystal. There's a lady doing yoga over in your other corner. And then there is somebody asking if they can charge their electric bike behind the bar.
Oh my God. Yeah.
What is the weirdest thing that anybody has asked you to charge behind the bar? Or at least keep behind the bar?
Right. Yeah. That's a good question. You know, I don't know about the weirdest thing, but I have been asked multiple times to, you know, just keep, you know, at one point this lady asked if she could bring a couple things inside so she could, you know, hang out a little bit longer. I was like, yeah, sure. She ends up bringing like 4 or 5 grocery bags of things that she wants me to hold for her. And I'm like, okay. It gets to be a little uncomfortable. Like, I get you just bought this, but like, I don't really know if I'm supposed to keep this behind the bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have a newbie custody, and bless him, the quietest human being in the whole entire world. I can't even be sure what his first name is. Obviously, I've carded him, but like, he just doesn't talk. He's one of those people that are just like a fucking wall, and you're like, okay, I know what your drink is now, so we don't really actually have to communicate anymore. Obviously, that's a problem. He always has like a bag of like a beer or a couple beers. He's coming in for a shot in a back, and I'm like, okay, and he'll do that like 3 or 4 times throughout the day. But he always has a bag of something like, hey, can I leave this like in the table next to the bar, or can I give this to you? And I'm like, bro, why don't you just take it around with you like normal people?
But he also has no personality.
No, I've never met a person that is literally such a blank slate.
Yeah.
Like,
We had a guy like that at a place I worked at. We just called him Mr. Personality. And we would do everything that we could to like try to get him to laugh, because just like nothing was funny. Everything was just like a stoic, like stone face all the time. I'm like, what is your problem?
I'm like, your nerves got like burnt or something?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
There's no, I think I saw him smile one time. Dude, crazy as shit. A driver came in, one of our Uber drivers or DoorDash or whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm this guy's dad. And blah. I was like, somebody interacts with you in this capacity and you're actually like smiling and talking back to that. Who are you? I thought I knew you. Because like, you get to know people and you kind of get to know their mannerisms, but do we actually know? Do we actually know people? I don't think so. I don't know.
Are you one of those people that's ever like genuinely thought to yourself how many like serial killers that you've like waited on?
Oh, bitch, I don't want to.
But have you thought about that?
I am the person that would think about that, but dude, especially at Chan's, I think at least 20 in the last 10 years between karaoke and bartending. At least 20.
Yeah.
Dude, one of them has to be the old guy with the like, he had like 5-inch long fingernails. I shit you not,
Oh,
dude.
gross.
He lived in his car and would park it before we had our patio out there. He would park it in the front, right next to the handicap spot because he didn't want to move. But that man would sit directly at the bar with his like 4 or 5-inch long nails and just like tap them
Yeah.
over and over again. And I would just like look down the bar at this guy's nails and just be like,
Yeah.
Speaking
of killers, Ward Weaver's wife came into this place that I worked at. She would gamble.
Ew.
Yeah, 86.
Ew. Yeah. I mean, you never know how many people.
So yeah, I guess in a way, yeah, you just don't know.
Oh, God. Ain't that the fucking truth?
But I have met some celebrities. Well, I guess I've only met one.
Bill Clinton has
met-
come. Yeah. To this day, I think I was blackout drunk when I met him, but he looked like Bill Clinton. And
He looked like him, or he was.
World may never know. It's on Facebook somewhere,
Yeah.
but that had to be Bill Clinton.
I met Nick Swardson. You know who he is?
Fuck you. No way.
Reno 911, the one in the roller skates.
Yeah, I love Nick Swardson.
Yes, I was working downtown, and there was a comedy show somewhere, and he was with like a bunch of, I don't know, more C-list celebrities than he was. And I think they were all performing on the same show. Well, he came in there for happy hour, and it was when I was working at the Chinese restaurant. And maybe they thought that nobody would recognize him or something, but I sure did.
You were like,
and I was like, I totally went fangirl. I made him take a selfie with me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I loved you and Grandma's Boy, you know? And he tipped me $50.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Okay, I was hoping for a good story because
Yeah,
it was like,
yeah, you hear some celebrity like, you know, inner encounters, and they're just terrible.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. At least he's a good one.
Yeah.
We love the good ones.
We love the good ones. Yeah.
Want to come be on our podcast? Come on, Nick Swardson.
I've never met anybody else. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I think I've seen people, but I've never met. So actually, when I worked at the liquor store, it was next to this super fancy hotel. I cannot remember what it was called. The Monarch? No, that was not the Monarch. Anyway, there would be tour buses all the time because that's where a lot of the bands that would be playing at the Moda Center would stay. So I did see some tour buses sometimes, which was pretty cool.
I never met anybody while bartending that was famous. But I did while in the marijuana industry, because that's kind of service as well.
Yeah.
Technically, it's under the same regulations of OLCC. So
yeah, in Oregon, yeah.
we're gonna kind of umbrella that in. I served a Trailblazer and had no idea. He sent me, or obviously you have to card everybody before you let them through.
Yeah.
Some double doors, some security doors, but he showed me a Florida ID and I was like, oh man, you visiting? And he kind of just looked at me like I was dumb and I was like, okay. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Whatever. He goes back and like does whatever he does back there and gets whatever he gets. And I'm looking outside and I'm like, that's a matte black Range Rover. Who just drives around a really, really like murdered out matte black Range Rover?
Yeah, how much do you think that thing costs?
Oh, bro. That thing was just dripped.
Yeah.
It was so nice. And I'm just sitting at the reception desk like, and this guy leaves and I'm like, oh, have a great day. And he's just kind of still looking at me like I'm fucking dumb or something. Like, why are you being so nice to me, but like not in my face sort of way? And then all of my coworkers walk out and they're like, oh my God, that was your Trailblazer. Oh my God. I'm like,
That's cool.
cool. Like, no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, still have no idea. I'm like, I
Yeah.
won't say his name because I don't know stipulations for the basketballs and the Mary J.
Yeah.
Wannas. So we'll just keep that one under wraps for now. But we'll move on to our fifth and final scenario.
Okay.
I'm going to say this is in a, like, let's say we're in Reno or some sort of like party city. You're already 2,000 deep in sales. So it's not a super busy night quite yet, but you're not fucking dead. You're cooking with gas. And for some reason you look around, you can't find your bar back. You're like, bro, I've got dishes to do. I've got things. I need fruit cut. I need, I need more ice. I need
Things are happening
literally
fast.
everything. And you still can't find him. And about 10 minutes later, you go outside because you're trying to do some of his work and get the trash out. And you find him smoking a cigarette out back. You're out of glasses, you're out of ice, you're out of all that shit. What do you do in order to keep your mentee B from progressing? How do you got a line of 15 out the fucking door.
You know, at that point, you kind of like, as much as you want to wring his neck, you just got to kind of play devil's advocate to be like, yo, dude, like, what are we doing? Come on. Because, I mean, what am I going to do? Get rid of him and, have him walk off the job? Whatever. I still need his help, even if it's, kind of half-assed.
Yeah.
So, there's just times where you have to do that. There's times you have to do that with customers even, too, because they're just like, just so, just volatile. The situation is volatile. So you know what? You just got to kind of keep that one under wraps, which is not always easy.
Bro.
It's so hard. But you know what? Sometimes you got to treat your bad coworkers just like your bad customers, and just
that's where we differ. That's your expertise and experience coming into play.
What would you do?
Oh fuck, you're gone. Get the
Fire
fuck
him
out.
on the spot. Like, I got this.
Bye. See you later.
Yeah.
You're not getting paid tonight. Fuck you. I'm calling the owner right now and you can suck my butt. Like we're good. I'm losing my shit. And then I'm walking right back on that floor like, okay, so what are we getting? How are you? What are we doing? Like my customer service face is going to go on so fast after I will break a blood vessel screaming. If I was in this situation, it would not be pretty.
Yeah.
He would think I would be a crazy person. He would never do that again. He would absolutely learn his lesson of check before you go on a smoke break or disappear. Like check to make sure everybody's cool and chill. If you don't do that, you don't get a fucking smoke break, my friend.
Yeah.
Or you get fucking fired. Dude.
Yeah.
I had a coworker that did some shit like this. And we're gonna name her Sunflower because it's about as far from her actual name as possible because she was just fucking ass and I have to talk about her. This person was put on a shift with me, and where I work, we're a one-man show, right? Usually. Well, she got put as my bar back that night, and it was the first time we'd ever had a shift where it was both of us working together. And for whatever reason, this lady decided on a like almost shoulder to shoulder night I'm like trying to give her gentle directions of like, hey, you can put that Coke over there. It's going to be over by Minnesota J. He's over there, just set it over there. doesn't answer me, doesn't even look at me. And I'm like, okay, maybe, she didn't hear me. I'm just going to tell her again. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the lead. I'm the bartender on duty. Like, she's got to, like, respond to me at some point. I'm like, hey, could you just right over? He's sitting right in this area. I fucking heard you the first time. Fucking. I'm going to jump over this goddamn bar and show you why the fuck you don't talk to people like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you to talk to somebody like that when we're all in this together? It's basically like, I'm like, okay, you're done. You can leave now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to work with you. I don't want to tip you out. I don't want to, you go sing your fucking karaoke songs while you're getting paid and be done with it. Nobody likes those either. So, like, do it.
Yep.
Come on, man. Ooh. It's times like that where I'm like, am I built to work with others? And I know I can. I know I have the potential. But like, damn, people suck.
They totally do, and that's definitely what makes bartending so much, I don't know, better, I guess you could say. You still got to work with people, but in general, I think you actually usually have to work with less people. And you know what? That can be a problem sometimes too, because sometimes you wish you had somebody to like call the shots for you, but you know what? Sometimes you just have to call the shots certain nights, and may not be the best decision at the time, but you know what? That's what you got to do. And yeah, it can be nerve-wracking.
Very true. Because there's some days that I'm ready to be a leader. And there's some days that I'm like,
not today.
Anybody?
Not today. Yeah.
Anybody else make this decision for me?
Yep.
I'm tired.
Yep.
I think I said this last time, but I'm tired of this grandpa.
Yeah.
And life is like, well, that's too damn bad. Like, God damn it.
Yep.
Man, did you have any terrible coworkers that you had to deal with?
Terrible coworkers.
Just left you high and dry and
of course, yeah.
I mean, I think it's inevitable.
Yeah, I had to fire a coworker one time.
Oh, shit.
Like while we were on, well, so there was 2 locations in like one strip mall, this place that I worked at. And this guy came up, started talking to me like from the other location, was like trying to close, and it was like 4 hours before he was supposed to close. He ended up being so drunk, he peed his pants like while he was at work. I like called the boss. I'm like, what do you want me to do? And she's like, well, I don't know. Like basically leave where you're at, go down there and fire him and lock it up. And I'm like, what? Like, why am I having to do this? And then there was a security guard that would walk around, and he came in and he had to help me kick people out. And
you're like, hey, Hank, come help.
Yeah.
Oh my
Seriously,
God.
they were like $600 short that night because, he's just giving people money. Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah.
I feel like being able to fire somebody on the spot would just like, I think it'd be therapeutic for me.
Oh, you know
think
what?
I need one of
there
those
actually
nights.
was one guy here. Worst 5 hours I've ever trained anybody.
I have a couple of
So
those stories.
I don't even know what to call him. He was just, let's call him Dane.
Yeah. Fucking
So
Dane.
he,
Douchebag Dane.
so first of all, when he showed up, I was going to train him to bartend.
Yeah.
And he showed up like 5 minutes late, and he finally shows up, and he's got this like cast on. He's like, oh, I'm going to get this cast off in a few weeks. Like I wrecked my bike, and he got, I don't know, got a DUI, I think, as well. So he had no wheels. He was taking the bus, broke his arm.
Okay.
So first 5 minutes he's there, he sees my Rolling Rock tip bucket, and he starts throwing coasters in it. And he's like, haha, this is a game that I was playing at the bar all day yesterday with my friends. And I was like, okay, whatever.
Cool
So,
story, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
So then he just keeps talking. He keeps talking, and it gets worse and worse. And he starts telling me how he's known to be the type of dude that like gets with his coworkers. Yeah, and
No.
he
Knock it
he was
off.
like, so are there any cute girls that work here? And I was like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I was like, what are you trying to say, that I'm ugly? And he's like, kinda.
Get the fuck
I was like,
out!
what? So then he just keeps going, and he starts telling me how he's got this Tinder girl that he's never met before, but he needs a ride. And so he invites her to the bar. And at this point, I've had it with this guy. There's so many other things that have been like going wrong with this whole day that I actually like. I text the owner and I said, this isn't going to work. So I don't know how to get rid of him. I came up with a plan. I went into the bathroom and got my cell phone ready to call the work phone. And I called the work phone and I picked it up and I answered it, and then I hung up, and then I was like, hey, you know what? The owner said this isn't going to work. So while I'm telling him this girl that he's never met, that he needs a ride from, she walks in and she sits at the bar, and he looks at me and he goes, she's getting friend zoned. And then he walks over and he starts talking to her. And then I basically walk over to him. I don't know, about 5 minutes later, I was like, look, dude, the owner just called. She said it's not going to work out. And he was like, what? Like, I don't, and I was like, I don't know. You're going to have to pack up and go. So he did. He left with this chick that he was going to friend zone, but he needed a ride.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah,
What the
that was pretty insane.
I love that. What?
Yeah, he was just such a bro.
Dude, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd probably do the same thing. Call the fucking work phone and be like,
by the way, she said it's not going to work out. You got to go.
yeah. Yeah. He's got to go? Cool.
Yep.
Dude. Fuck yeah.
It was just one of those ways it was one of those days where, again, like, I'm not feeling it today. I could be more confrontational, but like, I've had it. I've just had it today. And so I'm just going to blame it on my boss and be like, well, you got to go.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't want to be responsible. Like, there are some days where I'm like, I don't give a flying fuckaroony if you hate me or not. Like, it doesn't, no skin off my back. And then there's some days where I'm just like, I don't have the literal energy to even deal with you asking me why.
Yeah.
Like, somebody else has to be the problem.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I just work here, man. I don't know. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Same thing with Nelly. I was like, I just work here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
one. Oh, boy.
that was a lot. That was a lot. And then it wasn't a lot. And I was like, everyone's like, what happened with Nelly? What happened with Nelly? And I'm like, no idea. That's so crazy. What did happen with Nelly? Do you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like customers know more than sometimes the coworkers.
Yep.
You're like, who's got the deets? Every Monday I come in here and I'm like, all right, what happened?
Yep.
Tell me about it. Everybody, come on. Tell me what'd you do this weekend? How was it here? Let me know the deets.
The customers do seem to know a lot, and they seem to like it too. They're into it.
Little crock pot of drama.
Yeah.
Little crock pot of drama. Them cutie patooties. Well, we've talked so much about the negatives. It's time to uplift our episode with some positives. I want to talk about some just saintly, above reproach, just the most wonderful, lovely customers that we've had over the years. Do you have one that specifically stands out for you that just saved you from overall meltdown, or just somebody that stands out to you that was just...
Yeah. Let's see here. there was a situation one time where I had this lottery player that was super wasted. He had been there during day shift as well. And he had a broken wing. He was wearing a cast.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I don't know what he was taking, but he was there during day shift. He had a couple beers. And at night shift, he was there. I served him another one or two. And it's a trivia night. It's the week of 4th of July. Everybody's off work for the week.
Mm-hmm.
They're ready to party. It's like 4th of July is, in a day or two. And it's super hot, and it's me and one other guy. And the line is starting to form. It's starting to bottleneck. I've got a line out the door. It's hot. The place is already packed. And this guy starts freaking out at me, saying that, so he hands me a ticket, and I said, it's too big. I can't pay this right now. You're going to have this other guy help you in about 5 minutes when he can pull some machines. So I walk away, and about 5 minutes later, he starts freaking out. He starts screaming at the whole bar. He's like, oh, this bitch, she stole my lottery ticket. She owes me $1,000. And I'm talking, he's going for like 30 minutes. And at a certain point, one of my regulars, who looks like fucking Jerry Garcia, he goes back there. And he starts just yelling at this guy. This guy with the broken arm throws a glass at him, breaks everywhere. Yeah.
Bro!
And then at this point, the cops showed up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the cops show up, and at this point, I've also gotten a hold of the owner, and I'm like, you need to figure out where this guy's lottery ticket went. For the last 30 minutes, he's been accusing me of taking his money when I didn't have it. They reviewed the cameras. He put the ticket back in his pocket. And he's been freaking out at me for literally 30 minutes while I have a line out the door.
Dumb piece of shit.
Yeah, I actually it was like the last time I walked, it was like the last time I actually kind of like got teary. I was so frustrated with the customer.
Dude.
And then, so I had a customer come and, he basically was like about to put an end to this. He's like, starts rolling up his sleeves. He's like, I'm going to beat his ass. And then all of a sudden,
You're like, no!
like all of a sudden, then the cops walk in. So the cops walk in, and again, like, this man really has not been served that much. So I don't know what's going on. But
it's always something.
He starts talking to the cops, and the cops are like, obviously, you ain't driving. And he's like, yeah, I know that. And they're like, well, okay, well, now how are you going to get home? Well, he tries to call his girlfriend. She's not picking up. She's probably ignoring him.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, he tells them, he goes, well, I guess I'm just going to have to call YouTube. They were like, okay. He was 86.
YouTube.
He was, not only was he 86, I got him trespassed off the property. I've never seen something so outrageous in my life.
Fucking YouTube. A YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to order a YouTube.
Oh my
to get home.
God. I wish I could order a band too. That'd be so great.
Yep.
A YouTube.
A YouTube.
I wanna order an app or a band, just to pick me up in the middle of the night from a bar. But also, that's a whole other episode of talking about how you got home from the bar in your early 20s. Because,
Whoopsie daisy.
I don't understand how I'm still here. That's wild. I don't know how we did that.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's about time for us to call it a night. I think we have made it through all of the things that we wanted to talk about. Mm-hmm. And once again, this is Erin and Lauren. We are just a couple of bartenders shooting the shit over here at the office that has lovely and amazing, wonderful, fun events almost every day of the week. Tuesdays is trivia. Thursdays is music bingo. Fridays, karaoke. And Saturdays, we got live music.
No cover.
Single week. No cover.
Yep.
Great musicians. Great music. Great food. If you haven't been in to try the new menu, definitely check it out. It's amazing. Can't can't help but come here for any given time, any given day. It's amazing. Anyway, I think we are just about done here. And make sure you come check us out for the next episode where we are going to be talking more things of the service industry. See you then.
See you then.
Ta-da!